Hi viewers, welcome back to my channel. Today's story comes from subscriber Karl, all the way from Germany, and it's a fascinating tale about his internet girl. Karl's story delves into the complexities of modern, long-distance relationships, especially those that cross cultural boundaries. He recounts meeting a 27-year-old Thai woman on an old chat site, a woman who seemingly had it all: beauty, brains, a good job, and a comfortable life. Their whirlwind romance took them from a chance online encounter to a weekend rendezvous in Germany, and then to multiple trips to Thailand. However, beneath the surface of this seemingly idyllic relationship, Karl grapples with a series of questions that many in similar situations face. Can he truly trust her? Is he being played? Is their connection genuine, or is he just another Farang fool? He shares his experiences, his doubts, and his hopes, touching on cultural differences, trust issues, and the challenges of building a future together. It's a candid and thought-provoking story that explores the delicate balance between love, suspicion, and the unknown in a world connected by the internet. So, let's dive into Karl's story and see what we can learn. One story might be interesting for some guys out there, the story about my internet girl. I will write down how I met her first and later give my thoughts about if I can trust her or if I'm just another fool. I met her on the old BangkokChat site, which is down now. She is a 27-year-old, a very pretty and smart girl from a middle-class Bangkok family with a university degree, car, and a very good job in an international company in Bangkok. She is a bit spoiled and can be a bit stubborn sometimes, just how I like it. 2 years ago, she started chatting to me. After the typical small talk, I stated that I lived in Germany. She asked me straight away if I wanted to meet her when she will be on a business trip in Germany some 4 weeks later. We exchanged pics and hey, sure, I wanted to meet her. There was a weekend included in her trip on which she didn't have to work, so I got in the car and drove a few hundred kilometers and picked her up at her hotel. Waited at the reception, and when she came down the stairs, I just thought, boy, you hit the jackpot. As she wanted to see another part of Germany too, we drove all the way back to the city where I live. Hey. I remember she was not happy when I started to smoke in the car, and communication was a bit flat in the beginning. By the way, I am 32, have a good job with lots of holidays, and normally girls like me. I have had a few long relationships with Farang girls and many of shorter duration. Don't know why, but I always had a fable for Asian girls. Just a pity that in my corner of Farangland aren't too many of them. We arrived in my town in the evening, went a bit out and had a pretty good time. I spent the night on the sofa in the living room while she was in my bed. Next day we went sightseeing and in the evening out for a cocktail. Mai Tai, of course. Back in my apartment, we opened a bottle of wine, and after one glass, she was pretty drunk, lay on the sofa and complained that everything in the room was spinning around. Next thing she asked was if I didn't like her because I didn't kiss her. Hey, she didn't have to ask me twice. When it was time for sleeping, she said that I could stay with her in bed, but no hanky-panky would be on offer. Well, none of us could sleep, and so it finally happened. I really love consequent girls. Next day was Sunday, and on the way back to her hotel, we stopped at a big park with roller coasters and met up with a few friends of mine there. My ex-girlfriend, with who I had just finished a week ago, was also with our group. Seemed she didn't have such a good time as the rest of us. You should have seen her looks. Well, most of you know how this looks for Farang girls when you walk around with a tie. Brought her back to her hotel later and was quite sad to leave. She had to stay another week in Germany, but had to work, and so did I. We phoned every night and she tried to change her flight back. which was supposed to be on Friday, so that we could meet the next weekend once more. Sadly, she couldn't change her ticket and had to fly back to Bangkok. I got myself a webcam and MSN, and we started video chatting on a daily basis. I had booked a flight to Bangkok already before I had met her, and we both looked forward to meeting again soon. She still lives with her mom, WTF, at 27. But that's a Thai thing. But stayed with me in the hotel while I was there. Her mom was told she would stay with a friend. It was quite good to be in Bangkok with her. On working days, she went to sleep early because she had to get up at 5 a.m. and travel 2 hours from Thonglo to her office on the other side of Chao Phraya. While she slept, I went strolling around on Sukhumvit, which she didn't like too much but accepted it. Good girl. She always told me to wake her up when I come back for a bit of bedroom sports. Hey, maybe to check if I'd been fooling around. I really enjoy the bars and chat with the girls, but wouldn't bother to go with a hooker. On the weekends, she showed me places like Brew House, on Ratchada, and other so-called German-style places like Tawandang and Colosseum. There is not much German in these places, except the size of the beers. Hehe, the funny Thais pour the beer from the big glass into a small glass before they drink it. Really civilized people. My favorite is the Brew House, which has a damned good show and live music and very few Farangs in there. We spent another weekend on Koh Chang, which was very relaxed. Damn, why do the buses I sit in always break down? Happened at least 5 times during my trips to Laos. We really started to like each other by that time. I had to go back to Farangland for 5 shitty weeks of work, and then came back to Thailand for another 5 weeks. All in all, I spent 2.5 months that year in LOS. Like many of you guys, I started thinking about moving to Thailand and doing the teaching thing, but finally decided to stay in Germany, as money is good there, and 14 weeks of holiday a year aren't bad either. I can chat every day with my girl and can travel to Elos 5 times a year. In the last 2 years, she has visited me 2 times in Germany. She had to take a complete yearly holiday. Hey, 6 days, but with public holidays, she can make it 2 weeks during Songkran or New Year. By the way, she paid for her tickets herself and never wanted any money or something like that. The visas have never been a problem either. She knows how life is in Europe and seems to be able to adapt to the cruel weather. I even took her to the mountains in Austria once, just to make sure that she can bear minus 15 degrees. Am I mean? Farang food is okay for her, although she always has the mom-made pot of chili paste in her luggage. On the weekends, she is now learning German at the Goethe Institute in Bangkok and says she wants to marry me and is prepared to jump over to Germany. The problem is to find her a quality job here, as long as her language skills are still at a low level. Her English is fluent, but you don't get along with English in Germany. She is a hard worker, and I know that she would go crazy just sitting around in the house. So we give it a bit more time and wait until a good opportunity shows up. I just hope that no one else is quicker than me. So now the big questions. Is she faithful, or does she have a few other Farangs on her list? Well, I don't know. I just know that she rarely goes out because I chat with her almost every night until around 11 p.m. Bangkok time. She is always at home, even on weekends. I am pretty sure that she has some other email and chat friends, but hey, so do I. In the end, I think I even would understand if she had a few spare Farangs. How can she know that I am serious and will marry her? She knows that I go out a lot and like to party. She once told me that she would maybe understand if I went with someone else while we are separated, quote, because you are a man, but I just should never tell it to her. Well, I wouldn't go with another girl, would I? What does a good girl do in a chat room like BangkokChat? She told me that she had just split up with her ex-boyfriend, a Scandinavian living in Bangkok. She had been together with him for 2 years, but he started bar hopping and cheating on her with bar girls. He frequented BangkokChat, so she came in to check what he does. True or not? I don't know. Why was it so easy to meet her, and she did the business on the second night? I don't know. Kind of revenge to her ex, maybe. She said that she felt bad that she did it. On the other hand, we had only this one weekend. Hey, I don't complain about this. Does it make sense to check on her? I don't think so. We have all our secrets and a right to our own private sphere. I guess I would prefer not to know if there was someone else. Just wait and see if it works out. Maybe I am a complete fool, but hey, in my case, there's no money involved and I'm having a really good time with her. I would be very sad if she dumped me, but not broken. Should I go and meet her mom? I know her mom is not pleased that she has a Farang boyfriend, especially not after the disaster with her ex. First, she didn't even tell her mom. Now she knows, but it is avoided to speak about it openly. Still, a good Thai girl isn't supposed to have a boyfriend. She knows my family, and she asked me some time ago if I wanted to meet her mom. I feel a bit uncomfortable about it, and I'm not sure what meeting the family means in Thailand. How long is she prepared to wait? Difficult. I want to marry her, but I think we still need a bit more time until we find a proper solution to make it work. On the other hand, we are together now for more than 2 years. I fear she wouldn't wait for me and take someone who is quicker. We all know that women of this age can get a bit pushy. So, there you have it. Karl's story of his internet girl. We've journeyed through his initial online meeting, their whirlwind weekend in Germany, and his subsequent trips to Thailand, all while he grapples with the uncertainties of a long-distance, cross-cultural relationship. He's asking himself tough questions about trust, intentions, and the future. Questions many of us might ponder in similar situations. Ultimately, Karl's story leaves us wondering, is he a fool for love, or has he found something genuine? What do you think? Have any of you had similar experiences or insights into these kinds of relationships? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more fascinating stories. Your support helps us bring you more content like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.